I got some what they call sparkling water.
You got a worm on your lip.
Oh, this is not a worm. This is a damn what a caterpillar. This
Some
is
manly hair.
Yeah, this bad boy is from Japan. Look at it.
That thing.
I like it. You know, there's a lot of times where I've hated it, and I've always been like, man, I just look like a terrorist. I look like Saddam Hussein most of the time.
You have the very strong teeth to lip mustache ratio going on right now, and
that's important. That's good. That's good right there. The teeth to lip ratio.
This right here is what's getting me.
Ratio. It's serious right now, man.
That corner mouth dip.
Oh, buddy.
That's
how you get them, dude. That's how you get them. There's a mustache and there's a mustache. This, my man, is what we call a mustache.
That's a mustache. That's a mustache with muscles. If people don't,
that's what I told. That's what I told him. I said, "Man, this is power on my lip. Don't you dare,
brother." That's a girthy mustache right there.
The cop pulled me over. If a cop pulled me over, it'd end up being me pulling him over. I'd be like, "Oh, whoa!" He'd be like, "Oh shit!" Oh. He'd be like,
already.
It's the mustache, man. It's making me a bad boy.
I'm gonna give you a pass on that one. I'm not even gonna put one in the chat. I'm gonna put mustache in the chat. All right,
it's Raul. It's not me. It's not me. It's Raul.
It's Raul.
It is not me. It's Raul. Sometimes I say the word shit. But see, when you cuss with an accent, it doesn't sound so bad. You're like, oh, holy shit. You're like,
it sounds innocent.
That's not bad.
It's a very innocent.
It's the son of a snitch. I cannot believe it.
Right.
And so it just works well. But I like the mustache, man.
Like accents. I wonder, do you think that people from other countries think our, of course mine, they're like, oh, down south boy.
You're a joke in Britain, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Oh, look at us. We're just Americans. America.
Does anybody know where that being fella is?
I want to eat sausage and fat belly.
Y'all listen to Garth Brooks over
Exactly. That's what I assume. Charlie, I'm going. This is not happening today. Move.
The rodeo.
Move, sausage. Charlie, go. Jesus Christ.
Charlie's trying to get on the pod.
You know what, Charlie? Look at me. Look at me.
Wait.
You see this mustache? I don't play. Lay down.
That's why he's all over you.
That's right. He knows.
Down.
He knows. He laid down.
I don't have to see him. I know he laid down.
I'm just grateful that Hitler didn't have one of these. Because then I wouldn't be able to rock it.
Oh, bro.
If this was a Hitler stash, that'd be the worst.
Yeah.
You know what, though, Joe?
Fair point.
You look like you could be a bandolero right now.
What do you mean?
You look like back in the day, you would have hung out with like a gang of Mexican
I would have.
And
the Three Amigos.
Cartel.
No, it would have been like dirtier than that, like the dirty bandoleros, like whose leader's name is Pancho.
Dirty ones, like we just don't bathe. Hey, take a shower. Hell to the no, man.
Hey, man, you guys.
We work.
I'm a bandolero. What do you mean? Take a shower. Take a shower.
We don't shower. We work.
You know what I thought about doing?
Pancho.
Yeah, that would be a nickname. You know what I'm gonna do, Nick? Tomorrow morning I'm gonna get up real early and go hide in my dad's bathroom. So when he gets up, I could just, because I have a mustache like him, and just try to pretend like I'm him.
What are you doing in my bathroom?
Like stare at him.
Sit there, hold on. Just stare at the screen real quick, Joe. I mean, there's a little Pablo Escobar there. Am I wrong?
You might be right.
Who you really look like right now? You know who you're channeling?
I'm telling you.
Inigo Montoya.
You didn't like my father. You did. Now I kill you. It is possible.
Hello. My name.
You know who I think? You know who I look like when I smile though? Drake's dad.
You do.
I'm a certified lover.
Joe, do me a favor. Bring your mic down just a little bit.
Turn it down.
Yeah, certified lover dad.
Just a little bit.
Do we have something there, fellas?
I don't know.
Certified lover dad.
Is that better?
Could that be a thing?
Up a little more.
Okay. Huh?
How about that?
This is real.
That's
up
good.
A little more.
That one right
That's
there.
good, right there.
Here we go. There we go. Yeah.
You're just getting a little crazy when you was getting into it.
I would say
that mustache. That mustache is bringing out the power.
I just hope I didn't mess that up because that was some good
No. I just want everybody to know that that's the same level that Joel's mic's been the entire time we've done this podcast, and that mustache brought the power up a little. Brought that volume up just a little bit.
I just want to put on Spurs.
It's all coming from the diaphragm right now. It's all coming from the diaphragm.
I mean, being Drake's dad's lookalike.
It's hard.
Look, when I popped the upper lip, man. Look when I popped the upper lip.
That's what I'm saying. The ratio, bro, is serious right now.
How does dude? Look at his teeth.
They're not this white, but the black on white makes them
Bro,
bright.
they look like chiclets because they're just out there right there.
Man, you know what?
They
Hey,
look like twice as big as they usually do.
your guys' teeth looks like Bazooka Joe. So
Wow.
kiss
I
mean,
my grits.
Wow.
Just saying.
See, that
Pat,
was
you
a
look,
compliment.
Pat, you look like you smelled a fart when you just did. Is that your smile? That's not your smile. Let me see your
Whoa.
smile, Pat.
That is
me
not
see
a
it.
Colgate smile.
Let me give you like, hey, Pat, take a picture
I
for
have
your.
a terrible smile.
Let me see it. Do it.
Told you.
Dude, you and
told
Bobby
you.
could be brothers.
Kiss my ace.
Not like twins, like Arnold and DeVito. You know, like you're Arnold in this situation.
Pat, you should start wearing the Bobby Special 3s.
You should get
some
some
strap
sandals.
sandals.
Yeah, man.
You know what you should do? You should invite Bobby over and dress like him one time, and just see if he
That
can
would be
tell the difference.
I'm telling
Like,
you.
hey man, you look good.
I just want to mirror my
Dude, he was
dad.
so like I know this is kind of outdated now, but he was so funny at Joel's for the Super Bowl.
Oh, I caught him at
man.
the end. He had on regular shoes. Like,
I know,
he
I was
had
thrown off.
Jesus 3s on.
For a moment, I thought he was.
He just talk about.
a
He
fake
talk about
version.
Ben Roethlisberger,
Oh, my
and
God.
like Pam's parents were like,
Oh.
"What?"
Are you talking about my big brother Ben?
Yeah,
I had to
And
call
then-
Ben.
That's my big brother right there.
And I just
So I
love
went-
like Pam's parents were just like, "Why is he talking about the Steelers?"
But who else
like,
is
well,
talking
it's
about?
yeah. I don't know how to explain
It's
it,
just,
but
it's one
we're
of
used
those.
to it.
Yeah, for sure. For sheezy. So I went to the dentist today. Cracked a tooth.
Ooh.
Cracked a tooth.
Oh man,
Oh,
Now it's
did you
not
get it
cracked.
fixed?
$600, man. That is just straight up.
Dude.
The
Highway robbery.
dental work is by far
Yes.
the least insured.
Medical.
The least insured. Like I have a $2,000 cap. Like that's it
yeah.
for a year. That's insane. And we got
Yeah.
the premium. We got the premium plan.
Premium.
Yeah, we did. And it's like I went in there with like, you know how you think you got something? You're like, yeah, no, this will cover all of it. They're like, no, you're maxed out.
Nope.
I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
That's it for you.
I remember when they said,
Man, what it used to be, man.
It isn't.
no, not at all. I remember when I went in for my teeth thing a few weeks back, and it was like I had to pay out of pocket $1,250. I think
Oh,
$1,250 or
jeez,
$1,280.
that's brutal. Yeah, I was $600 out of the bone. Out of the bone. 600 in the
But
pocket.
that's because I chose.
I had to pay $600 out of the bone right there. You know?
Straight out the arm bone.
Out,
They was
the
taking
bone.
my what they call that stuff inside them, my marrows. They was trying to get my marrows. And I was like, that's mine. You ain't taking my marrows.
My marrows.
Nope.
Them's mine
Trying to split my femur and take the goods out of the inside, like my leg was some kind of weird jelly donut.
You wish
to
you had a
sop it out.
femur like me.
You trying to sop out the marrows.
Listen, I know when you saw me in the gym, you said, "Man, them femurs got to contain a whole lot of marrow in them."
He's got a gallon
Them
of
some marrow and
bone.
femurs.
Let me tell you one thing: you'd be 100% right. These are some marrow-filled bones.
Let me ask you a question. Since we're talking about that, do you truly believe people who eat the marrow like are serious, or are they just?
It's
doing it
really
for
good. Have you ever had it?
like straight up marrow.
I don't
No,
want
you grill it. Yeah, it's like so you take the bone, right? And if you have some people like they cut the bone. You have to have a long bone like a femur, or maybe
Let's
something like
distinguish what kind of bone we're talking about.
this.
Like a deer bone?
No, like a beef
bone?
bone.
Beef bone.
Let's say we
Oh,
took
gee.
a cow bone, right? We took a cow.
You owe me a Coke, sir.
I can talk.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, how
If you-
perfect
God.
is that?
Oh, it became a sun drop. Magic.
Alakazam.
I couldn't express in words that quick a time how much I wanted that to happen until you guys
Good
did
job.
it.
And so, geez, what were we saying?
So
What were we
great.
saying?
That's
I'm
going viral.
sorry.
That's
my
going
fault.
viral.
What were we
I-
saying?
The marrow. We're talking about marrow.
Yeah, so it's legit. Like it when I tell you it's healthy, so it makes sense.
So
that
how
I
do
want-
you cook it?
So there's two ways. So every bone really is filled with like a marrow, and it's like super healthy. It's really good for you. It's not high. It's not bad in really anything. So you can you can cook the bone. I think you can cook it in an oven or something, but you gotta get it like open. So you gotta get like splitting it open. Once you split it open, what I see people on like TikTok do, once it's split open, they cook it, and then like it's like they have this big gap, almost like a hot dog bun in the bone, right? And it's just filled with it. They just kind of you can just scrape it out. But we've had it before.
Really?
My dad made some what's called
It's
we had a big
gelatinous,
bone.
right? It's kind of
No,
gelatinous.
it is and it
No?
not It's almost like delicious meat butter. Is that something people have?
Interesting.
Meat butter. Tastes like steak, soft as butter. You know,
I'm gonna have to try me some of the marrows. Then I guess.
it's really serious. Now, do I think
Like
people?
I might.
Yeah, I don't think people are really eating all that raw meat. I think that's this. I mean, I can't buy into that. No matter what you tell me, the science says or whatever.
Yeah, like the Liver King. You know, is he really eating raw hearts?
No, I don't think so.
Kids.
I mean,
Just
Raul might eat that, but not old.
Raul's a different person altogether.
First off, I want to say this right now. Due to the mustache on my face, and I am a different person, I should be allowed the ability to sometimes say stuff that might be out of character because it's not me. It's not me. See?
Right. Yeah. Where'd the neck roll come from? You hit a couple of those right there.
It is not me. Okay, first I say it again for you. It's not me. It is all Rahul. So if you didn't understand that from the first time, that's on you. Because this daddy right here, this these mustache wearing,
I feel like
sexy swearing.
Oh my god!
I feel like you are a host for Telemundo.
Maybe.
Presentadores Las Manos.
We are live out here in Los Angeles, California. You see how you get the stiff mouth in there, Nick? Los Angeles, California. You got to keep the face electrical. That was no words. No words. You got to keep the face electrical.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are live right here.
Great.
And you could be like, you have to pick what Hispanic you're going to be. Are you this one?
It's the variety because you have the very thick or sexy accent at the same time.
That's true.
Like I could charm your chonies right off of your boot. But sometimes you got to get it crazy.
Yes.
I'm not going to take it anymore.
That's right.
You know.
And sometimes you just got to get sassy with it.
Oh, wait a second. Huh? You like to pachar on the weekend.
That's how I'm gonna learn Spanish. Like, why do you have a gay accent? Well, I learned from a bunch of drag queens in Mexico.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
Come on, Don.
Too long food.
I'm just the laugh track of this podcast.
Pat, I need
all-
you to try.
that's
I
all
need
we
you to
need,
try.
baby.
Pat,
You've been doing
Pat,
it.
I need you to. I'm going to give you 20 seconds. I want you to give us your best Mexican accent. And I really want you to.
No.
You got to shed this right here. You got to get out of here, and you got to get into here. You got to bring it up at that. So give us your best.
Don't
I
be
always
afraid.
think of like
Listen,
Don't
this
be
is a
afraid.
judgment free zone. Just
And
do
it-
your
this-
best.
yeah, this
Tell
is
him
gonna
to do
sound
his
so bad.
best.
But I always go to
crazy man.
you remember
You're crazy.
You're crazy. What's wrong with you? Crazy,
Crazy man, go crazy like this. Crazy man.
Crazy. You're crazy. Okay, Pat. Okay.
Okay, go.
Pat, you ready?
Do you remember
before we
Speedy
kick this
Gonzalez's uncle or cousin, the Slowpoke Rodriguez?
Just give it. Just give it.
It's always like,
Do it. Do it, Slowpoke.
hey, a Speedy. That's all I got.
Speedy. Pardon me.
What's the song that he used to sing?
He said, you got that the taco.
Yeah.
Whoa, you hit that one, Pat, on the nose.
I am slow.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
I could not
Yes, you
do.
did.
I don't know. I cannot do a Spanish accent.
How about this? Is
It's not even.
this is
that
what
good?
Nick.
You see,
It
when you don't
was
think
better
about
than
just
it was
goes
better
over your
than me Salaika, whatever the hell you were doing. Here's what I want to hear, Pat.
Hello,
I want you.
It's me. Oh, that's what it is. It's me, Speedy. That's not it.
He's just going in and out. Pat,
It's
try this.
terrible.
Try to speak without a southern accent.
Oh,
Like try and speak like me. Try and have a proper. Well,
Try and speak like me. Try and have a proper.
just try to have a regular.
can't.
Just have your normal conversation, but without being up in here.
Am I always up in here?
You're always up
always
in
up
there,
in
I
there.
think.
Am I
Yeah.
always?
I think you
try
live.
not
I think
to.
you kind of live up in here.
Let me go. I'm gonna, for the rest of this podcast. I'm going to try to go
let it
into
in.
my northern accent and not have that country twang in my voice.
That's not bad.
It's like you have to talk in a high pitch, and I don't know.
that's not bad.
I'm drinking my water.
Oh, Warder.
Worder.
My water. I'm drinking my water.
I'll have a
want
glass of
Wisconsin?
that. Some of that fresh water.
I'm gonna go with the Boston, eh? Oh, that's the Canadian. Never mind.
Yeah, you
Does
want to
Boston
you
people
want
say
north.
it? Yeah. Low
Boston.
north. Too north.
Boston's kind of in here.
What are you doing in here?
That's all my coworkers.
Or co-op. It's like, you want to be, I'm a co-op.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
Like, that's Mark Wahlberg.
I'm going to be honest. Yeah. I'm going to say
Matt
that
Damon.
Wahlberg.
I hope I don't hurt nobody's feelings, but I couldn't date a woman that spoke with that strong of a like Boston accent.
Yeah, what? You don't want to go to the pack? You don't want to go hang out at the pack with me?
I think
me and
that
Dabra?
I think that it would just get to a point where I would just be like, you know, like, and
like you're always mad at me.
And if I'm Raul, she's I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Can't handle it. Maybe it's the same concept.
She
can't handle the thick Boston accent. She can't handle the Raul.
Hey, most people can't handle the Raul. You know what I'm saying?
Do I really have the thick country accent all the time?
Yeah, you do.
Scummy Raul just for a second.
Hey, my name's Raul from the other side of the. Hey, what's up?
First of all, your teeth are coming closer and closer together.
Hey, this is real. All of this.
Hey, sometimes when you, that's the mustache. It takes control. It's taking over you, man. I feel like you have to take that off at night. Like, I feel like that you're at that point.
Swallow my freaking water.
It goes like this. No, it goes like this. It's Velcro.
No BS. When he first showed it to me, I thought it was. I didn't know if it was real or if it was like a fake one they put on. But then when he sat down, I was like, oh yeah.
Does this make it look bad, Nick? Like,
now
let's go.
Now you're 70s Raul right now. Now you're tapping into Boogie Nights Raul.
Look at his tongue.
Let's get it.
Somebody's crazy.
Hey, I suck that shit today.
Your teeth are like twice the size of mine.
Bro, you look like you're holding a boom mic.
Pat, you
have a mustache?
Pat looks like he has a boxing mouthpiece on that has teeth on it. Like,
I do.
You know,
because they're all fake.
With the fangs.
Like, you know how he has, like, yeah, you can get. That's like, just put some teeth on. I want him to think I ain't got one in. That one looks. That would look so stupid. He's like, all the time.
Hey, guys.
And then it falls out, and they're like, oh, his teeth came out.
Here you go.
Oh, got him.
Whoa.
Easy.
That's one. That is definitely.
I didn't say anything.
No, but what were you doing?
I mean, I got hit myself with the microphone.
Your anger. It's just too much anger there. All right, let's do the introductions. We talked. All right, let's.
I'm just trying to get rid of this country accent.
Ready to go?
Never get rid of it, Pat. It is who you are. It is who you are.
Are we ready?
Let's go, Nick. Run that biatch.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to your favorite day of the week. It's Tuesday, and this is the podcast. With me, as always, and I'm starting right here to my right, is Patrick Price. Patrick, what's up, man?
Hey, Pat. What's up, bud?
Oh, nothing much.
Yeah.
Just trying to get this accent handled.
Look, Pat, I'm looking right at you.
Yeah.
I'm really looking at my window.
Yeah.
Hey.
You're looking at Nick.
Let me see them teeth.
You're looking at Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, why are you looking at Nick
now?
No, he's looking at Joel right now, from my view.
Here we are. Well, that's so weird. We're all seeing different things.
And so to the right of Pat, we also have, of course, Joel Reyes. Joel Reyes, what's up?
Special guest today is your boy Rahul.
Okay.
That's right, guys. I'm rocking the teeth.
Yeah. I noticed something different about you today, Joel. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah.
Pat, do you notice something different about Joel?
It's probably my hairs.
Did you get a haircut?
Yeah, I did.
That's what it is. That's
my hairs.
He got a trim. He got a trim.
What do you think about this? Like when you haven't shaved in a while and you're always afraid you're going to have post-shave fat face.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a real thing. Like I was like, I didn't shave for a while because I was like, man, I haven't lost enough weight. It's only been this. But recently I hit a weight loss goal, a milestone.
Yeah.
I dropped 14 full pounds.
I dropped 11. High five.
14 lbs.
High five.
LBs for sure. I did. You got to do it too. You missed. That was bad.
Oh, I think
we hit each other in the face with that one.
All right, hold it up there. I'm gonna hold it up there to you. That yours up there. I think we're slightly behind. There it is. High fives. We did it. There's back in there. All right. And here's the thing, guys. I always forget to introduce myself. So I'm Nick,
Mines.
and I'm glad to be here.
And don't miss that dope Ace shirt that Nick's got on.
Yeah, yo.
WrestleMania.
That's right.
Roxina.
Looking at
Twice in a lifetime.
Here's the story behind that shirt.
Yes.
We were going to a pay-per-view, and we went to Kohl's, and that's it.
We did go to Kohl's.
was on sale, $10. I tried to find one for me. I was so jealous, but I couldn't match shirts. We would have looked. If me and Nick showed up in, yeah, they did. They only had one. But if we showed up in the same shirt, that would have looked really like it's not cool when you're older. You think so?
Good.
Is that something people should do?
You want a WrestleMania 2023 shirt?
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's XXV111.
You know?
Yep. I don't know what number it is. I think it's like 50.
First of all, here's how I feel. Like we're at a point in life. We're kind of a big dude, so I'm not gonna get too much backlash. You know what I mean? It reminds me of a story, Pat. Like,
for what?
Because I just
Backlash for what?
Backlash, but just I don't really think people are gonna talk too much junk to us just because we're sizey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I look for.
I do
trouble.
want to tell this story.
I look for trouble. You know what I do, Nick?
Story.
I walk by skinny guys, and I'm like,
Yeah.
stupid, skinny. Grow up, gain something.
Yeah.
Hey,
Gain
more
something.
like
Put
grow
some
out.
weight on that.
Grow out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are you in a small girls? That's what I do. That's what I hit him with that.
It's not my fault. I call out thick.
All right, so
on a
go
regular
ahead.
basis.
Sorry, I was just.
Sorry, yeah.
So anyway,
rambling.
I was going to tell a story. So it's kind of an older story, man. But Pat, well, this was the time that me and Joel went to go pick up the old equipment, and we drove to St. Louis, and I think we were either going or coming back. And
St. Louis.
Joel was like, "Hey, watch this." So he starts like motioning to the guy in the car next to us, like he's upset. He's like, "Bruh," and the guy starts following us. So
Oh yeah, he
like,
followed us for a while.
And Joel's like pulling the parking lot. So we pull in the parking lot, and he gets out mad as hell, slamming the door. We both get out, and we're like, he was like, "Oh, all right, fellas, have a nice
Just
day."
jumped right back in.
He's like, "Have a good one."
Right back
It's like,
in.
Yeah. So
You know what I did to him, Nick? I said,
yeah,
up yours,
that's
buddy.
what it,
Dude. We have when me and Joe went to St. Louis,
That was
we
fun.
stayed in a apartment.
Oh, my
with
God, Nick.
20
So wait, let's preface this. Pat's like, hey, you want to go to St. Louis and go watch this TNA?
Oh.
It's TNA.
Yeah.
TNA was kind of at its prime, I guess. Kind of at that point.
It was like it was
And
the
the electrified
all cage
fence.
pay per view.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the electric fence. You know what it was? Zzz, they made a sound. Zzz, zzz, zzz,
And
zzz,
we'll
and
leave.
flickered the lights.
We'll leave names. We'll leave names
Yeah,
out
we'll
of the
leave names
story.
out.
But there was
So wait.
somebody that went to high school with us
Yeah.
that lived there.
And Pat's
And
like,
I
oh,
was
we
like,
can stay
hey.
there.
Yeah, he's gonna let us stay there. And Joel's like, yeah, man. I had my 2002 Mercury Cougar that we drove.
Ooh, I remember the curve.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Bro, let me
And,
tell you.
Dude.
We get there, right? We walk
First off,
in.
didn't we? Hold on, Joe. First off, didn't we see a wreck in Nashville? Like happen right in front of us. Do you remember that?
I don't know. My brain is not the
Like
same.
there was a car. If I remember, there was a car that got hit like on the far right lane and shot all the way across all lanes and hit the wall. In the
Yeah,
middle.
that's right.
I swear
yeah.
it happened right.
Yeah, I
in front
did.
of
No,
us.
you're right. Yeah, I agree.
Okay, now get to that, but
So
that
Nate-
wasn't the fun part of the story.
So we pull up to this apartment complex. And I'm like, oh, cool. Must be maybe just four of them. You know, him, wife,
yeah,
two kids.
him, his wife, and two kids.
Yeah, right. No big deal.
Was this the
No
CP
names.
trip? CP.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So we get there.
Oh, no, I got you. Initials. Yeah.
No, yeah, so we get there, and there's like 9 people in there. I'm like, okay, it's a get together. Maybe it's like
her
a hey,
brother.
hey, these are my friends from the north. Come on, the south. Come over. We'll have a party, bro. These
Dude,
are not.
there's so
These are
many
not.
stories.
These are not people that I'm partying with. You know what I'm saying? Like these
No.
are trailer park parties. You know, like in an apartment complex. It was going down on the overground. You know, like there were.
The overground.
Yeah, it was
Like a few stories.
Hey,
First,
it's the
we went-
gas under the underpass. Yeah.
First thing we need to preface all of this with is that I had to get a root canal on like Monday that we were getting back, so I was on like painkillers the entire weekend.
It's true. This is true.
Second, the night we got there, my bowling ball was in my car, and so they were like, "Let's go bowling."
Dude,
So we go
middle of nowhere,
in the middle of
like
nowhere.
just a bowling alley. Like someone's like, we should put a bowling alley here. Like this is a good spot. People will come from all over.
So we go in there, and a brother of the bride or the wife takes his shirt off. And
Wife
has
beater.
a tank top, wife beater tank top on.
Used to be white.
And has tattoos that look like somebody just stuck them on his arm. like the little wet tattoo, like just everywhere,
Like a 5-year-old.
And the first thing Joel says to this guy,
Oh, yeah.
is, "Man, it looks like somebody made you in 2K."
I did.
And I started losing it.
I dissed him so
Then,
hard, dude. Like it was.
Yeah, other stories.
He laughed.
That's the funniest
He
one.
laughed. I mean,
But
you
me
gotta
and Joel
be,
got.
you gotta be a good
Dude,
guy to take
it
a
was
diss like
so-
that.
yeah.
Like you look like a creative character. Oh,
Yeah,
You're right.
It was amazing.
Oh, man.
that's great.
But then we ate. Nick knows this because I've been to St. Louis with him. We ate a suitcase of White Castle.
Oh,
Yeah, we suitcased
Good
one.
stuff.
Yeah,
gotta
and then
stay.
we were walking in St. Louis, and some random dude comes up to us and says, "I'll sell you these 2 tickets to the Cardinals game for $25." I said, $25 a piece? Like, no, $25 for both of them.
Yeah,
I looked
snatch.
at Joe. I was like, "Are we going to do this?" And he's like, "Yeah." So we went to the bank. I went to the ATM, and got $30 out. Gave him $30. I was like, "There's no way these tickets are real." But we went to the dang game. Sat in the
you
top
go.
of it, just watch the game. Watch
Dude,
Pujols hit a home
Pujols hit
run.
a bomb right there, and he doesn't. That was like I remember that 100%.
Still to
Best
this
time.
day, the only Major League Baseball game I've ever been to in my life.
One of the coolest ones I've been to. The stadium was cool.
Yeah, the stadium.
I think
was
they got a
no.
new stadium now, though, or was that the new stadium? I don't know. I don't recall.
No, that was the new stadium. That was
Okay,
Busch
yeah.
Stadium.
That's right.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pat, that's a lot better than what that crackhead on a horse.
Oh my God!
I don't think you can ever
Dude,
go
this
better
is-
than a crackhead
Joel,
on a horse.
Like,
That sounds like
Joel,
this sounds
we're-
like so.
We're riding
Like
down the road. We're going down the
profiling?
street. So where, my friend lives, CF. There's just random cobblestone roads because we're actually in East St. Louis,
like Rome.
Dude, it's
Illinois, and so we're riding, and we're stopped, and I swear to
I was
you,
so uncomfortable. Like
a
I don't.
crackhead on the back of a horse wearing a dress
Riding.
tries to sell us an AC unit.
Dude,
Man, it's
no,
right. It's
I
right.
was
Here,
like-
it's attached to the back of the horse. Just rolling in poop. Just
Hey,
Then we pull up at JT's place,
Oh,
and C goes in,
Yeah.
and I look at Nick and I'm like,
can't open.
we got to get out of here. Like, we got to get out of here.
glued together. Hold on a second. Is your eye glued shut? You're an idiot. Baby,
we were in
you're
good
not an
hands. We were in
idiot.
good hands. I know it didn't seem like it at the
Yeah.
time, but we were in good
I was
hands.
so
Nobody
scared.
messed with the car.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, man, if that's an experience when someone tries to a crackhead.
Joel,
tries
if you
to
need to
sell
help him, you can go.
No,
an
she's fine.
entire AC unit while
get a new
sitting on
eye.
the back of a horse.
Oh,
You haven't lived.
eyebrow.
You haven't lived.
yeah.
So
Dude,
shout out to East
that
St.
was an
Louis.
experience. That was an experience of a lifetime.
All hail
I loved
618.
every minute of it now, but I was so terrified in the moment.
All hell
Terrified.
618. Hey, it's real out there. It's real. It's real. Hey,
We had
Raul will tell you.
fun.
Raul will tell you it's real out there. Raul's not checking.
agree.
He's checking. Yeah.
Raul's worried about Pam's fake eyelash shot.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm waiting for my damn cheesecake bites, and it's taking like 600 years to open, and she can't even see. So I'm like, no, babe, I'll open it. No, I got it.
Cheesecake bites? You had me at
She
cheesecake.
can't. She can't even see it.
This
Like,
is going to be a new thing.
Oh, because the eyelashes?
yeah, she tried,
No,
but she
listen.
glued her eyes shut.
Oh, no.
No, I'd be really.
Tell her don't blink when you're putting on new eyelashes.
She didn't. Can I open them? You're
I
gonna
don't know
spill
what
them.
happened. No, it's
Thank
crazy.
you.
All right, so I got a list today, fellas. I got a pretty interesting list.
Do you want to see her lazy eye? Oh my God! Come here with your eye. I didn't think you really wanted to put it on there. Come here.
Oh,
She's like this. She's like this. She looks like Forrest Whitaker. Just like,
Nicholas.
huh?
She's the last.
looks like-
Hey, Joel, is she the last queen of Scotland? There it is. That was fast.
I can't.
That was-
There it goes.
But look, it's this one.
Oh, right on the side.
They both look like they're
I'm
closing
a
on you.
dumbass trying to save money.
Can't cuss on here.
Oh, sorry.
I'll take
Oh,
that
that's
point.
one
Good
for Joel.
Lord.
That's one for Joel.
This is a
You just
PG.
got one, sir.
That's what happens when you try to bring them in.
I know, lady.
That's why I
That's
don't
why
let
I'm
Katie
bringing
on.
the wives. They just
Yep.
start cussing
That's why-
up a storm.
Yep, just throw it out there.
Considering my eye might fall out, I think I'm okay.
If your eye falls out, you'll get a patch, and that will be sexy.
Hey, if you're
be dope.
if you're Raul, is Pam Maria?
No, she is.
also change
She's
her
a freaking pirate right now. She's Blackbeard over there.
Tell her that the patches.
Hey, patches
Patches
are
are
hot.
set.
Patches are the new thing.
Yeah.
Hey.
You could start, dude. Look, all we got to do is put a Supreme symbol on your patch, and people be like,
That's it. Mm-hmm.
"Dang,
Caliente.
who's that girl with the Supreme eye patch? I don't want an eye. Take mine." You know, like
to
just
switch?
volunteering.
Who needs to? I don't.
You can't talk. At the same time I'm talking. I can't understand you. No, tell me. I couldn't hear you. Come back here, baby. You were, no, we were talking at the same time to each other.
Off the rails. We're going off the rails. Nick has a list.
Oh, if you wore a patch of school, you'd be legit. They'd probably give you all their money. I would. Have a cheesecake. Have a cheesecake bite. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
We have to
What?
respect the wives when they talk.
No, you're eating it. You can't. No, you don't take a bite. And when did this be? How do people think that I'm just going to grab whatever I want? If I don't like it, I'm just going to give it right back.
How is she not afraid of that mustache?
She better fear, babe. I'm going to come up there with a flashlight with my mustache lit up right in front of you. So you can respect it. I'm going to respect that mustache. I'm just kidding.
Somebody needs to put together a compilation of Joel eating.
We're just messing with me and my wife. Just mess around. She always gives me crap, dude, and I'm like, I just gotta give it back. That's all I can do. That's good. It's a cheesecake bite.
Bushel in the peck and a hug around the neck.
Happy wife, tough life,
and a barrel in the heat. I'm a talking in my sleep about you.
Oh, she's great though. She really does.
Because
she cracks me up. Like, and she gives me crap, and it's funny. So
yeah.
Make sure
we love our wives.
That's a good relationship.
We love our wives a bushel in the peck. That's all I can say, man. Sometimes I just have to
I agree. These are. Can I tell you something before you start your list? These, Nick, Harris Teeter, right up the road. Snatch them. Cheesecake bites. Run this joint. Let's go. List time, baby.
All right, check it out. Check it out. So with the spring coming, spring is on the way. I guess technically it's almost here, but if not, it's coming around the corner.
I think it's here in North Carolina. There's no more winter. We're not getting any cold weather.
Everybody in the neighborhood's starting to mow their yards.
It's been at least 50 degrees for the last week.
It was 70, bro.
Well, I'm just saying in the morning, waking up in the morning, it's like been 50. So
but it's been like 78 degrees.
But it's been really nice, though. It's been really nice.
It's been beautiful.
I'll take
when
it.
it's not raining. So check it out. I was just kind of talking about, but like, as dads, man, we're dads, we're a little bit older, a little bit wiser. I was kind of just like, I try to stay up on my fashion. I try to be a fashionable guy. But with that, I was like coming through some articles, and what I'm noticing is that it seems that year after year after year after year, it seems like most younger guys that are younger than us, are actually stealing from the older generation. And so now there's actually going to be a whole plethora of dad style coming out. So I just figured let's go down the list. And let's see what we're already kind of wearing subconsciously, or is it something we might consider now that
I got one. I got one right off the rip.
All right.
Let's go back to old school Ernie boxers. Come on, let's rip them out, buddy.
Hey, we going? Are we doing
there's nothing better than wearing jeans and your thing just popping out. Just there's no support.
Just hit that raw.
It's just the worst. Like, guys who go commando in jeans are just another breed. Something's wrong.
Hey,
what are you doing? You don't wear jeans raw, daddy, right? It's raw.
To me, that's like a modern day Viking. That just says I'm here in war. You know what I mean? Like, pain is nothing to me.
That's like wearing pants made out of rope. Ugh.
Hey, that's pretty much saying bump foreskin. Who needs foreskin?
Ooh,
not this guy. I don't want foreskin. What's the point?
I'm a Christian. No way. I'm sorry. No, not this way. No, sir.
That? I don't need it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm baptized in these eyes, and I got to keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's serious. All right,
Let's do it.
All right, so number one. All right, the number one is the T-shirt tuck. So I guess people are tucking in their T-shirts these days.
Like the front,
something
or like all the way around.
All the way around.
That's like a coach thing.
I can't tuck all the way around.
Yeah, and I'm talking
Asher,
every day. I'm not
Asher does it by accident.
Does he?
Asher tucks his shirt in and it ends up being his underwears, and he comes out and his underwear. Like when you accidentally do that, like I've seen men do that too, where you accidentally tuck it into the drawers, and now the drawers are part of the pant, like it's hanging out there. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so funny to me. But yeah,
especially in the back when they don't realize how deep they've gone. But yeah, they're going full T-shirt tuck.
I'm telling you,
and leather belts, man. That's a serious thing right now.
I can't handle that.
Second thing,
I don't think I like that. I find that ugly.
I think it's weird when people tuck and don't have a belt on. That's so weird to me.
It's just a tuck in general. Like I've never thought about tucking in my T-shirt.
Like golf, like
the front,
maybe,
you tuck
or
the
like
front
church.
From back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, people were like, "Oh yeah, I got to tuck in that front."
That's the buckle tuck.
Yeah,
that's
the buckle tuck. Heck yeah,
this is from
that
Abercrombie.
Back.
Okay, number two.
Number two, pleated pants.
What is it?
Pleated
Hey, will you,
pants.
Pleated pants.
can you turn your mic up a tiny bit, Nick?
Me?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
no,
just
you're
stay-
good.
yeah, I
No,
think you're
just stay
standing in
where,
front of your mic.
adjust it to where, because when you're leaning, it's putting it
Oh,
right
sorry.
here. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying
Now you
to
sound,
open it up.
you sound perfect.
Am I strong?
You sound
Strong
good now.
again?
Yeah, yeah.
You just
Sorry
got to
about
face
that.
it, I think. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to see because I'm going blind, but I'm just making it
Amen
bigger.
to
There we
that.
go.
All right, number
There
two.
we go. All right, number
Eyes
two,
of,
pleated-
eyes of an eagle. Eyes of an eagle. Go
Yeah.
ahead, number 2.
I love making that sound. That's so dumb, but I do. All right, pleated pants. Pants with pleats in them.
Ugh.
All right, that also
can't.
goes with the t-shirt tuck. But it's a thing, man. It's a thing, right?
Like the
Pleated
Slater pants from Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's the khakis, but like they have the pinch at the top, right?
Yeah,
where
the
belt
Slater.
goes
Like
on.
Slater used to have
Yeah,
those at the top.
AC
The pinch
Slater,
at the top.
the AC
Yeah.
Slaters.
No.
Yeah. I never noticed that, but yeah, the Slater pants. Yeah, he usually wears a lot of sweats though.
I was only on game day. Only on game day or wrestling day.
okay.
It was only
I
during
need to go
wrestling
back and watch
season.
it.
Wrestling
I guess I
season
never
because he had the sweatpants on, and for some reason, in Saved by the Bell, they wore their full uniforms to school.
Right.
Like, dude,
Yeah, for
they had a
sure.
football game, and the dude's sitting there in his in his pants
Full
with pads
pads.
on. Miss
Just ready
Smith,
to go.
Miss,
Ready to go.
and the cheerleaders are in full outfit. Everybody, and when he was in wrestling,
True.
he always had a
He
singlet
always wears a
underneath.
singlet on.
Like he was Superman,
Sweats with
just-
singlet.
What the heck? Yeah.
Remember that? Hey, remember that time that dude was picking on Screech? And he's like, he like comes in there, rips off his pants and his jacket. He's all ready to go.
Yeah. Hey,
Pick on,
Slater's
once you
that
pick on
dude.
someone your own size,
That's what I would do.
your own size.
Nobody mess with AC Slater. Nobody.
I would fight AC Slater
Okay.
back in high school. I think we were pretty equal in size and
Hey.
or ability.
With that mustache, I'd say you could fight him right now.
I let my mustache do all the talking. I mean, do all the fighting.
You got a problem?
Look at that. Hey, look at this. Look at Nick. I'm gonna hit you.
Oh, easy.
Look at upper lip.
Yeah.
Upper lip. Nick, hey, here comes right here. This is the good one. Tongue hook.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's pure fury right there.
That tasted like cheesecake bites.
Some
bro.
cheese bites.
Oh, dude, you're welcome.
bites.
You're welcome.
Right
man.
under you got me right there. You know, like
They
where
hitting.
the top lip meets the nose. That's where you got me.
I know.
I could smell it. Cheesecake bite. Yeah. So pleated pants. Pleated pants. No to pleated pants. I'm
No,
guessing
that's
no
two in a row. I gotta say now. I'm glad
for
I'm
work,
old.
Like even for work. Even for work,
I'm
like,
glad I'm old. That's
You're glad you're old.
Yeah, because
Okay. All right.
that's just not a good look. To me.
Now,
To
I'm
me,
guilty of
I'm not
this.
judging.
I'm guilty of this. Dad caps. I'm guilty of dad caps.
What's that?
So that's like the
Like a
fishing style
Kango?
hat that has the strap in the back. No, like the fishing style hats, but then it has like the strap. In the
Oh
back.
yeah, all those
Polo
kids
hat.
wear those. Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that.
Like a trucker
I'm
hat?
guilty of that.
I
No,
just don't have the
like
head
the
for it.
polo hats. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
dude.
okay.
yeah,
I don't have a. I got a head for a fitted hat. That's about it.
yeah.
And a
So I'm guilty of that. I'll
I
wear.
got a
I'll
head
wear.
for a backwards hat.
I'll wear a dad
yeah.
hat in a minute. I don't know. I just like the eccentric of the strap. I don't know what it is. It's just something about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to wear that. So
Just love a good
hat.
strap
Guilty.
on hat.
But if you had the head for it, Joe, you said you would wear a
strap
strap hat. That's one in the chat.
I just got the wrong head for it, bro. I can't. I got a head for. I got a mask head, like a head you want to put a mask on.
I look
Bandana
so
head.
weird. Like Nick, the way you're wearing your hat. If I wear a hat like that, I would look so weird.
Yeah.
Do you
I've had
wear
a
it on the
strap.
top of your head, Pat? Like
I do. Yeah.
white dudes? Yeah.
Yeah. That's the white dude.
Heck yeah.
Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he?
Go ahead.
All right, next.
All right, number 3.
Stone washed jeans,
I like those.
like Bugle Boy
I
style.
like that.
Yeah, I think they're
Yeah.
cute. Cute.
Like
I
the
think
Did y'all
American
have? Does anybody?
Dang, Raul was coming out. I was like, I think they're cute. Yeah, I think they're cute. I meant to say cool for some reason. It's like, I think they're
But they're
cute. Yes.
I like I wear things.
Stonewash,
I wear
please.
things. Give me
All right,
those.
that's a
Yes.
good one. So was it
That's
3-1
back
or
in the-
2-1?
It's like 3-1. It's like
That's
3-1.
80s right
3-1.
there, yeah.
Yeah, it's 80s. That's like back in the day when Jerry Seinfeld would wear like the blazer with the tie with the stonewashed jeans tucked in.
He said, what did he say? And he goes, what kind of stones wash these jeans?
I mean, come on. What are these?
Somebody's got stones,
cavemen?
Jerry. Look at it. Someone's got stones, Jerry. They're talking about washing them with emeralds. I gotta get them.
I'm telling you, Jerry. I'm telling
There
you,
it is.
Jerry. They're stonewashed in the jeans. What am I supposed to do?
But I never seen some stones in my jeans. Why not?
I'm freaking out, Jerry. All right.
Jerry's freaking. He wants some more stonewash jeans. He's only got a pair. That's bad. I know it's bad. Just throw it in there.
All right, dad sneakers. Dad sneakers. Dad
never.
sneakers would be the Monarchs.
Nope.
Now they've thrown New Balance in the mix. But I used to rock some New Balance back in the day, man.
The problem with New Balances, they still look the same.
high
Like
school.
they've never changed.
Yeah.
It's literally the same shoe over and over and over, just different color combinations.
Yeah.
To me,
Does anybody,
speaking
to
of-
me.
does anybody remember what the New Balance knockoffs were called back in the day? Did anybody know what those were?
Old Balances.
They looked like New Balances, but they weren't New Balances, but people wore them. Saucony's.
Oh yeah, Saucony.
Saucony's.
Back in the day.
Saucony.
Saucony. So yeah. I'm telling you right now.
Hold on. Before we continue, speaking of shoes,
Yes.
why are simple
Yes.
Adidas shoes $200?
What kind of Adidas are you looking at?
It has to make up for all the money they lost with Kanye West.
Those are like
Dude,
original from
I went
that
to
time.
I went to Dick's.
You get one in the chat. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Why'd you pause? See, like,
Because I wanted-
he's sitting
I
there
was
talking
waiting for
about. Like that is where that is the fault there. See, if you would have said I went to Dick's and checked out some stuff, he's like,
kept
I
going.
went. He goes like this. He goes, I went to Dick's.
But here's the thing. That S went a little too long. Dicks.
Yeah.
Dick's. Anybody?
And
Nobody?
then he looked
So,
around.
yeah, I was trying to make a joke.
Yeah, wow. And our
Because
experience.
like this is how ridiculous I am whenever I have a little bit extra money. Because my Adidas shoes got dirty, and I have a few pair of. I love Adidas like track pants, and I feel like you can't wear Nike shoes with Adidas track pants.
That is a
So I need a
little
new
bit
pair of
bizarre.
Adidas shoes,
Okay.
and I did not buy any Adidas shoes because they were all like $150 and $200, like $199.
You mean like some shell toes?
No, just simple running Adidas shoes.
Oh, well, first of all,
I was
you
like,
went to the
there
wrong
was-
spot, bro. You got to go to Champs
There was
and finish line.
nothing.
Always
There
on
was
sale.
nothing. I understand if they had like the what Nike usually does with like the notes. They make it look like somebody whoever built them wrote notes on the shoes and stuff like that, and it's like special
But-
editions.
but Dick's doesn't
These
have,
are
like-
standard Adidas like running shoes.
Every
$199.
shoe, every shoe at Dick's is overpriced.
Yeah.
Like it's if
Hey,
you go
you
to
gotta go,
Academy,
hey.
every shoe there is underpriced and
Yeah.
old, but every shoe at Dick's
Yeah.
is way overpriced. And then they don't ever have like new shoes. Like if LeBron's come out, they don't have them.
Yeah.
Best shoe store is a Champs. Like it's
Champs
Champs,
and
where's the
Finish Line.
Champs close to us?
and then
Concord Mills.
Yep. And there's
there a
isn't
Champs
there
at
one? Is this
Concord
one at
Mills? There
Carol?
is.
No, Hibbett's good too. Hibbett has good shoes.
Ibbot's is good. Hey, Finish Line. Don't
Yeah.
sleep on Finish Lines now. Finish
Yeah.
Lines always got sales.
Where's
They
the
have
finish
nice
line
shoes.
at now?
Concord
In the
Mills.
mall at Concord Mills. There's a Champs.
I don't
there's a
ever
Finish
go to
Line.
Concord
A Foot Locker. Hey, you better make that walk. Hey, you better burn some calories, boy.
Yeah, I mean the
Okay,
only reason I was
next
up
one.
there to go to Dick's was because I was at Best Buy.
Playing the game.
Okay, let me
Pull
ask you
up
a question.
socks.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, you said this is so funny. I was just about to ask a question. You said socks. Are you an ankle sock guy or a calf sock guy? Go.
Ankle sock. yeah.
Oh man, it depends on the shoe.
I'm a shin
It
sock
depends
guy.
on the shoe.
No, I'm
You're a
always
shin sock
rocking
guy?
Vato. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I used to wear ankle socks. I have nice ankles. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't. They're really nice ankles. Like people would say, like, "Dang, Joel, where'd you get those?" And I'd say, "The Lord gave me these
Top
ankles."
10? Like top five or top three? Top three. Top
Yeah,
five.
they're
top 10.
ankles that you wear booty socks with, so people could just look at them and go, "Those are ankles I want." You know what I mean? Like
I have
those-
girly. I have girl.
Do you remember the
legs,
socks
so-
with the balls on the back of them from back in the day?
I do. Yeah, I
those
do.
used to
I
rock.
do.
Being a Mexican male, most of you
Yeah.
guys probably thought I was Indian with a stash.
Do Diddy.
But yeah, dude, like that's definitely like a little girl, Mexican little girls. They put them in huge dresses and those frilly sock ball thingies.
I hate those. I have daughters, and I can tell you, I do not like those socks. My wife puts them in them, and I want to rip off the frills because I'm just like, they don't look good with any shoe. So,
Man.
that's my cat. I know they're cute. I get it, but I don't like my kids dressing like Partridge Family girls.
Do you guys match socks to like the shoes you're wearing? So if you're wearing
for sure.
like white shoes with black like linen on the inside, you got to wear black shoes
Let me stop
or
you
black
right there.
socks.
Here's a color I don't wear, but go ahead, Joe.
I don't match socks.
You don't match like actually like match socks.
Yeah, I just if they ain't got holes in them, I'm like boom, pow. You
Game
guys
on.
are going. I don't care what. I mean, I like cool socks, and I have a lot of cool socks, and I just mix the socks.
Yeah,
Like right now, I'm really into gray socks. That's my thing right now. So
I love gray socks.
can't go wrong with the gray sock. That is a
You know what's hey,
good
you know what
socks to
I'm-
own.
You know what socks I'm wearing right now?
Tell me what Scott's you got on.
Skocks. I'm wearing Sky Zone Skocks right now.
Oh, you got the grips on your feet. You could
I
climb the
got
wall.
the grips on my.
Do you really?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Those are made
That's
for
awesome.
jumping. Those are made for jumping.
Speaking
and
of, we need to
not
make
slipping.
a trip.
As much as they cost, you
I
better believe
agree.
I'm gonna wear them bad boys. Jesus.
Jeez,
you know what,
man.
Pat? I was appalled. They would not let me wear the socks that I bought from what's the other place?
Urban Air.
Urban Air. They wouldn't let me wear my Urban Air. They made me pay for a whole new
Really?
set of socks. I was like, you got to be
That's
kidding
so-
me. Highway robbery, I say.
Is Urban Air like a black version of Sky Zone?
No.
Oh,
Defy
that was
gravity
the-
is though.
Yeah,
Defy gravity's fire. Hey, but we got there, and we were actually pretty young at the time. And the first thing that happens is Patrick pays for us all to go. He's all excited. We get there, and he breaks his back. Hey, bro, he had a good 5 minutes of jumping, like literally.
Dude,
that was it.
I was telling that story the
Hold on
other
a
day.
second. Talking about breaking backs. What about your wrecking ball of a son that almost killed me at Sky Zone during his birthday party?
Which time? What do you mean? What happened? Oh, yeah, he about took your ankle out. Huh?
Oh my God, Pat. Asher comes out of nowhere and takes me out, bro.
Just dives at his feet.
Like just tackles?
Dives,
no,
bro.
just rolls into him
he
like I'm
just
rolling.
rolls and dives into me, bro. And I twist my ankle so bad. And I don't want him to feel bad, but in my brain, I was like, oh, you scumbag.
Yeah, hey, I lit him up.
Preaching
Hey,
to the choir.
so, like,
Yeah.
I was over there with Nick's daughter, and we were dunking. We were just dunking.
Oh,
So we
yeah.
were trying to do the dunk, and we were on the high, one of the high, not the super high one, but the regulation high one or whatever.
The middle.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What should I do?" And she saw, "Do a 360." I was like, "Deal." I did a 360. I nailed it. The first time when you
Nice.
like it was, the first time when you go to do it, you misjudge and your knees give out. You're all, like, you know what I mean? Like you time the jump wrong because you're thinking when you jump in real life, you have to do like a double step, whatever.
Yeah.
So on the trampoline, it's the same thing, but it's not. So your knees just go, and bro, I felt like I
Slam
almost
ball.
broke my knees. Like they gave out.
Yeah.
The first time because I was like, and it hurt so bad. Like it was just not good.
Hey,
Yeah,
tell
I
him
was
about
gonna
that.
say, dude, it's so dangerous.
Yeah. Joel, tell him
is.
about that 720 barrel roll your boy pulled off, though.
Which one? Tell me. Off the top?
The 720 off the top.
Oh, yeah, he
Looked
did
like
a
M.
spit,
Bison
dude.
out there.
He was like, he straight up was Bison. He's like, like Nick was like
Sideways
a bullet.
720.
I was like, Nick, try and spin. And I could really barely do it. I think I got maybe, I don't know if I think I got 360.
You got
maybe.
2.5 in. You got
Nick
2.5 in. Yeah.
Nick torpedoed. Like, hey,
720.
Nick, if the VA saw that, you would lose your discipline. They're all, Susan, this guy's out here doing 780s, spinning
Hey,
like a
total-
bullet.
Hey, total and permanent right now. It doesn't matter. Hey, I'll just tell her, I had a moment like, wait, I thought it was
like
a combat.
I just showed up. My daughter was there. I had to do it. Blame it on your kids. I just got an adrenaline rush. Hit me hard.
Pressure.
Bro, when I tell you, he was like shoot, like
Hey,
a
on
corkscrew.
fire.
He was corkscrewing out there, trying to open that air bottle.
He's greatest.
Nick the corkscrew Clemency. That's me. That's
Sorry,
I don't know
bro.
if that applies for sports. That's a
Dude, that's a t-shirt.
Let me tell you
I don't know
something.
if I want to come out as a corkscrew, you know?
All right, before you got more on this list?
We got two more, but let's keep going. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. No, you go. I'll say this.
All right, so the next one, we talk about socks. We were saying pulled up socks. That was the next one. I am
Stirrups.
a calf guy. I am a calf sock guy.
What if it became fashionable to wear thigh highs for men?
I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do for fashion.
It's just weird. I feel like it comes up right to where your scrotum hits the bottom, like where it hangs. It's like
right at the bottom.
like right at the scro-tie. That's weird, you know.
Yeah. And I wear my socks scro-tie, by the way.
Yeah.
I try to say it nonchalant. I think I would have got away with it if you would have said anything. People would have just been like, "Oh yeah, I've definitely scro-tie again."
The thing is, can we make that thing? Can
Nick
we
pulls it
normalize
back like, "Oh, so scro-tie," and I'm like, "Oh man, now I'm on the spot with that." I just slid it in there, and you just pulled it out of the gutter.
I'm trying to normalize it. I'm trying to normalize. Listen.
Nick's
Listen
the guy that picks you up for a surprise party, knows about it, and goes, "Hey man, be ready to be surprised." I'm not gonna tell you why. Right when he opens the door.
But here's the thing, though. Joel's
say
the guy that's
nothing.
going to be like, Joel's going to be the guy that's like, tell me it's a surprise party. I'll act surprised.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Yeah.
I'll turn it on.
I try to keep it a surprise, but Joel won't let me keep it a surprise.
I ain't never had
Bro,
one. You ever have one of those?
I've never had a surprise party. No,
I've never had a surprise
I've
party
never.
either.
I've never had the lights off like surprise. I've never had that.
I don't think my lights are ever off at the house, so I don't know. I could think it'd be like something's up. So are we all hiding somewhere? Why are the lights off? This is weird.
Well, I've had
Usually
I
my
know-
house is like on there.
That's my house too. Yeah,
I've had
somebody's just
like
not
I
home,
went
yeah.
to I want to say I went to Queen City Q when Katie worked there to eat lunch or eat dinner with her, and it was my birthday, and the whole family was there. That's about the extent. of it.
Oh, snatch. His soul.
His own.
He want a diabetes. He want a dinosaur.
All right, so yeah, okay. So I was just saying, one sock color that I refuse to wear. I don't know what I can't wear all white socks. I just can't for some reason. Can't put on all white socks. I'm just
It's hard.
oh man, I can't do it. Oh, and they're the pleated socks. Man, good on you. I just can't. And I see you scrote.
Keep those calf high, not scro-tie.
I'm gonna put one in the chat for myself because
You own
that
that.
is
You own that,
inappropriate. One for me. One
funny.
for me in the chat.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Going down.
I like
all
white
right.
socks.
Oh man. I just can't. Man.
I think
don't know
white
what it is.
socks
I can't.
with black shoes looks cool. I mean, black on black kind of
I
looks like Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
It's kind of
That's
weird.
true. It looks like you finna get in a boxing match. All right,
That's
Joel.
right.
I know
Next,
this is you
next.
all day. I know this is you all
Thongs,
day. I don't
you're
have
right.
to
Yes,
go
I
any
do.
further.
Yes,
You're
I do.
right. You're right. No, fanny packs.
Oh,
Fanny
dude. I love them.
Yeah,
I love
Rocks.
them.
I don't have any, but I would rock one.
I drink
it is-
almond milk and I rocks fanny packs.
I got to say, Charlie, I'm going to, my God.
Charlie.
Bro, shut up, bro.
Calm down. Calm down, Charlie.
What were we talking about? Oh, fanny packs. Yes. They keep
Fanny packs,
yeah.
Charlie, go away, bro. You're making me sad mad.
Yeah.
They keep your pants from having to have stuff in them. And that is essential when you're at the zoo or at the mall, in the house. You know, you can keep stuff in. I like the idea. I like the idea that I could keep a lot of things on me right there in my front sack or my back sack. Depends on which way I rock it.
Or a shoulder
chest
stack.
Yeah, one I don't like. I don't like the leather. I don't like the leather one.
No, that's too old school.
You gotta
That's
be
too-
cloth.
I mean,
I
I
feel
like
like
the
if
way,
you put on I feel like a leather fanny pack means dress sandals, like immediately.
Oof,
They go together. You
big
can't
time.
you can't wear one without the other.
those words don't go together for me. Dress and sandals. Ugh.
Yeah, no.
What are you wearing to your wedding? I'm thinking about going with dress sandals.
Yeah, all brown. Yeah, scratch leather,
Pure leather.
pure leather, all brown. That was it for my list. I got me a list. Finally. Oh man, thank you. We got to get some. We got to get some.
Do we have an applause?
Raul
We got to
says
get
it
some.
looks- Raul says you
gotta
did
get some
good.
B-roll. Thank you, Raul. I appreciate it. That means a
You did.
lot.
Nick, I'm so proud of you.
Coming from
Proud
a-
of you. There it is. The useless. The whoever
know if that
made
comes
this up
through or
makes
not.
me. I don't get it. Like, oh, Nick, look. Hey,
the attaboy.
I look.
Attaboy.
Hey, I look like one of those wrestlers that wear like the back in the day.
You do.
Hold on, let me show you. Hold on a second, you guys. Give me a half a second. I'll get there.
You look like Carlos Santini.
Take off my jersey.
Very strong.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm going all in with this bag.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, he's taking it off. Wait a minute, bro. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, you got to have to. Oh, the singlet. Well, put your nipple away. This is a child's program. Pull your nipple. Get your nipple out of here, sir. We don't see. Why are the tattoos in the right spot? And that's so. You were made for this, Joe. You were made for this, Raul.
I know I am.
You were made for it.
I made to.
I feel like you need a. I feel like you deserve to have a second ID when you shave, when it's all mustache. You know what I mean? Look at that. Oh, look at it. Oof, that's strong right there.
You gotta throw it.
You look like
get him
Central
with that smile. Right there.
Beige.
I'm all teeth, baby.
That's an atypical mustache pop. That's a.
It's
They
going
can't
good.
get back. He's gonna pull something. He's gonna pull something, bro.
You are gonna pull
Hey,
something.
I'm that kid that just that doesn't shower in high school, comes over. Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, shirt's just hanging.
Bro, what do you ever gonna? Have you ever dried that shirt? Oh yeah, I wash it all the time.
Yo, what are you talking about?
Wash all the time. Or the guy that does this all the time is just like, or this.
Are you cool? Since we're talking about fashion, you guys cool with like flimsy collars, or do you have to have a tight collar?
I'm a tight collar. Well, I mean, if it's a button up, I like it. I could
I
open
like
it.
tight
Yeah.
collars, but
I'm talking like a t-shirt. Like it's like my t-shirts have to be
I
here
like
at all
it.
times. Like if I have a wrinkle in my t-shirt, it's got to go. I
Yeah.
can't handle.
100%.
Ooh, now look who I am, Nick.
Handle not having. Oh,
I got a sexy
V-neck
V-neck on.
That's deep. That's a capital V, Nick.
I'm shy. Don't look at
The
me.
flying
Don't look
V.
at me.
Rose so innocent.
I'm shy.
Don't go away. Come back. They need you.
I'm
They need to see you on
shy.
this podcast.
I can't believe I'm so
You
shy.
were waiting for me to say come back. Not the slide in, bro. The slide in.
Somebody say my name. Hey, good day. I'm here. Yes. I'm so shy. I'm sorry. I don't
No, I
talk to
said,
them.
no, I said rural, not rural. Oh, I thought you said rural.
I'm sorry. I thought you called me. Look at that face.
You know who you also could be? You're the handsome janitor.
I am him. I'm the dance instructor.
Handsome janitor. Yeah, the dance instructor.
Miguel, your hips, they are stuck. They're not moving. Look at Marissa. Look how she glides.
She floats.
floats.
She floats.
Her hips are like wavy noodles.
Water. They're like agua.
That's right. That's right.
Their hips are like wavy noodles.
What can I do with one white T-shirt? I could do a lot.
A lot.
Versatility.
You can be anybody you want to be with one t-shirt.
And I wouldn't be surprised if all these kids start dressing like this old man.
Hey, if your neck ain't capital V, what's it
This
say
is
about
a
you?
damn. This is a damn zero.
thing is.
It's busted now. I gotta put this jersey back on.
Whoa. Whoa. I'm out of drink.
I gotta say,
Oh man.
I'm thoroughly
that's
convinced
good.
that I think we live in like a TV show, right? Like I believe that. I believe that. Like if you pay,
Truman
I pay
World?
attention to a lot of things. Yeah, very Truman's life.
Truman Show.
As much as the plausibility of something being like video game or simulation, how is it not as plausible due to the law of like probability? Right? It's just as plausible if that world could exist that, you know, that somebody could be watching us and this whole thing's scripted and we just don't know it.
We don't know it.
Wouldn't that be odd?
I mean, it's not implausible.
Because sometimes things happen that I'm just like, are you serious? I'll watch TV and go, that doesn't happen in real life. And then something like that will happen.
It's serendipitous is what I
You know, when you're trying to be quiet and then you drop something.
Oh,
Last night. That happens to me last night. I'm creeping into the bed like, oh, okay, cool. Got off work, whatever. Crept in there all slow. Go to put my cell phone down, which I do all the time. Slips out of my hand. Boom. Spilled. Bam. Baby's asleep. Spills drink everywhere. Stains the table. I mean, it was just this whole thing. And I had to think, literally, this is what I think. Somebody's watching this. Like, who is? I might be crazy, but I say it in jest in my own mind. But it's funny to think that the way things happen. Because if you ever pay attention, sometimes you run into the most random people and then you see them 4 times all of a sudden. You haven't seen them in years. Or you're talking about somebody.
special guest.
And it's like,
That's a
a good character. People want to see him back. They made a special appearance for a couple episodes in your life again, and now they're out. Right?
Yeah.
It's entertaining. I know it's very foolish and it's not real, but it's an entertaining way to look at things sometimes. Like, man, this is how weird.
It's a good discussion
Because
point, though.
it could explain, like you said, it could explain a lot of what happens to us in those moments where we're like, that always happens to Nick. That always happens to Joel. That always happens.
Exactly.
It's a recurring thing.
And how come everybody has their thing? Like, there's always so many. Everybody's a character, if that makes sense. Like, there's so many characters.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many characters that people we know that are so TV.
Yeah.
They're so TV. Or you get to the store.
I'll give you.
You get to an empty store, and all of a sudden it fills up.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Right, no one's there, and all of a sudden it's buzzing.
Yeah.
Buzzing.
You get there and it's dead, and then by the time you get what you need and get
There's
to the
10
line,
people in
it's
there.
full.
It's 6 people. It's really weird.
That's Marshalls on a regular basis, by the way.
How about, I was about to say, how about it when, like when you have to be somewhere and you hit traffic
Oh yeah.
and you get there with like 1 minute.
1 minute to spare. The last second they run it, and when you watch it in a movie, you say that's not real.
Same thing.
That's not real. But here you are busting it. Like that happened to me yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna be probably 7 minutes late. Got there 1 minute to spare, dude. Right there, clocked in, went to the bathroom and changed. So it's if you look at things like that, either these things are super realistic, and because life is just life, and we don't pay attention to how those things happen.
Yeah.
But we see it in the movie, and you're like, oh, that's not real. But then if you just go through life and you don't examine it, I know it's stupid, but like I said, that sounds crazy. But if you don't even think of it like that, you'll never think, wow, it is pretty realistic to movie.
That
to
is interesting. Here's a follow-up question. If you found out
Oh.
that everything was scripted, would you be upset?
I don't think so, because I've never noticed it till now. These 40 years have gone by, 39 years, and I've never noticed it. I mean, I might have thought about it, but you still live life and you still go through every experience, whether it's your experience or somebody's, scripted it or whatever, directed it or something, whatever.
But but if you get too close, they'll throw something in there.
Exactly. Yeah,
to throw
for
you
sure.
off.
That is life. That's what's so crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy. My brain is going 100 miles an hour right now. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You start finding like little
Going out
things
like,
that have
whoa.
happened in the last couple of days.
I'm just thinking, like, oh, let me stop.
You could get into some argument.
We're in a podcast.
Yeah.
right now.
Dude, you know what we need to do? We need to have one whole episode that's all conspiracy.
That'd be fun. I'm all in on that one.
Man, call it the rabbit hole.
I'll be down with that. Yeah.
Going down the rabbit hole. Yeah. Man, so let me ask you guys something. As we're thinking about that, right? I just want to talk briefly, because we always have our moments, right?
Holler.
Is there a difference in believing something and knowing something? Or could you say that they're kind of synonymous? Like, you can't know it if you don't first believe in it.
I think they're different. I think they could be different. Because I've said I believe that, but I don't say it as sure as I am when I say something like,
Sure.
"Oh, I know this is true."
Because
I know for a fact.
Yeah. Because the thing,
But
what I've found out in life is saying that you believe something, you're always going to have a modicum of doubt within that belief, because that belief can change.
Yeah,
it
for
takes
sure.
one thing
For
sure.
to change your belief. As opposed to when you know something, it's a lot harder to change when you are for sure about what you know, when you have total assurance in what you know.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, facts are.
Do you buy into that concept that you're like the only reality that's real to you is your reality?
So,
Because everybody experiences everything
I don't.
different.
I think
that right there is hard to
so
refute.
that takes me
That's
back
so
to
deep.
It takes me back to what I was saying about the whole my truth versus the truth.
Yeah.
We all have stories. We all have our realities and what we've been through. But my reality doesn't. I'm trying to think of the word. It doesn't shun the truth, right? Just because I lived it doesn't mean that you now have to believe in my truth. No,
No, I don't think
Yeah,
that. I don't
that-
think that's the
that
same. I
theory-
think it's a little bit different. I think
That theory is more of the experience, on the experience side of it. Like your experience of the same thing, like me and you are together and go through this experience together.
Sure.
But my experience is different than you guys.
Oh, for sure.
Like the
Even
way
though
I
we go through
interpret
it
it
together,
is-
you're going to get something.
yeah,
different
I think
out of it.
we 100% go through our own realities because, it is truth. Truth is truth, but we could see the same thing, like he said, and have two completely different looking at it, and see two completely different things, which can make it seem like that, because I don't know.
make it your
Because
reality.
I don't know what you're doing at your house when I'm at my house doing what I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I could not. I have to believe that you're there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
yeah.
Oh,
You know,
sure.
it could be. So there is so many weird things like that. So your reality really is the only truth within your own life, because I can't validate what you're doing without literally seeing you.
I mean,
or,
we're already
you know.
jumping in this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So it's
I
hard.
believe that.
It's difficult.
And when I say speak your truth, what I mean is speak what you know, right? Speak your
Yeah.
experience, but don't let it overshadow the truth about something in general, right? I'm not gonna I can't speak that the sky is red and then expect for you guys to say, "Oh yeah," because Nick said the sky is red. It's got to be.
But if Nick's colorblind
yeah.
and the sky's red to Nick, then you could argue.
True.
Then
You
that's
could
his
argue
reality.
factually that the sky's red. Because the only reason the sky is blue
But
is
it
because the way
still-
our
it
eyes
still isn't.
perceive light.
But I still have to respect the fact that you guys see it differently.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And
But it's
that's
still
what I
your
mean
reality.
by my truth versus the truth, right? The truth is about everybody understands, everybody respects each other in that belief, right? But what I'm finding these days is a lot of people want you to live in their reality, and they want you to believe what they believe, and if you don't, then you're the one that's wrong.
Yeah, that's right. That's
the one
fact.
that's
And that's
right.
incorrect to live like that. I mean, you're right. That is a fact, though. But
It's got to be a mutual respect thing, right?
sure, but
Joel
the
and
problem.
we have our differences, but I'm never going to disrespect Joel out of that difference.
No, yeah.
And a lot of times Joel can articulate a way to make me see it a different way. and sometimes he can't, and vice versa.
Yeah,
And same thing with you, Pat. You know, we as a podcasters, right? We're going to have a different. Like right now, we've said a few things that are different, but I'm not going to be like, oh, you're wrong. You're an a-hole.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But one
And I'm not in a way going to essentially try to cancel you or get you off the podcast because you don't see things the way I see them.
one thing.
Because again, there's belief and then there's knowing.
Well, one thing that's hard to refute, though, when you're talking about reality, is, gosh, I forgot the word, perception. Right.
sure.
So, perception shapes reality, right? So, what you perceive and what I perceive could be completely different. I could walk into a room and just have it be a room, and you could be the kind of person that says, "Oh, it's cold in here. There's ghosts in here," right? So the perception, the experience is different. I'm like, oh, it was just a cool room. And you're like, oh, it's haunted. It's so haunted, right? And so,
It's crazy.
You know, the reality is different because perception and what you believe or what you think, like even religion plays a part in that, because if something happens cool, it's a miracle from God. If you don't believe in God, it's a coincidence or it's just something that's good. So perception is huge, and belief, everything ties into it. So it's so hard.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think in this day and age, we don't respect the term fact as much as we did, like in the '90s or early 2000s.
agree.
And that's all. I think that's because of the media presence.
Well, it's entertainment, not news.
It's Well, yeah,
it's different.
Well, I
it's
also feel like social media feeds into the fact that people who want to be right are now right because they have a platform on which they can stand on and probably pull in a bunch of people that will agree with them.
Yeah, somebody always agrees, you know.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing because sometimes people need that. Some people need that validation, but it's when you turn that validation into something sinister,
Yeah.
right? Or you try to overshadow or try to cancel other people because they don't believe the way you believe. Then it's all for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? I say inspire people, but inspire people to want to be better themselves.
I'm coming.
Right?
that's the biggest thing.
You know?
Stay true to yourself.
I want with this podcast, I hope somebody can take something that we say, especially when we have some of these deep conversations, and they're inspired by them, and maybe look at it a different way. And if people can do that, cool. But if people don't agree, you know what? That's cool too, right? I hope you keep watching. And if you want to correct me, I will take that correction, right? I don't have a problem with anybody saying, "Hey, Nick, I think you're wrong on that," and I'll say, "I appreciate that," right? And hopefully we can have a conversation. We can bring them on and kind of come back and recap what we talked about. And now we got another person's perspective, right? Which is still cool because this podcast is for connected people, right? And
it's
the craziest
cool cats.
The craziest part of it all is
cool
that I've learned more from people that I didn't agree with than I ever learned from people that I agree with. Like having conversations with people that I don't agree with on something, like brings so much more, like so many more perspectives and many more ways to think about things, as opposed to just being surrounded by a bunch of people that I agree with.
Yeah, I agree.
I do my best.
I agree.
I do my best to try to keep
I agree, Pat.
aspects of a conversation.
Appreciate you.
100% agree. Nick,
I try to do
agree
my
with
best
you
to
too.
really. I appreciate you agreeing with me, and you know what? I agree with you,
You're my
Raul,
guy.
because you're just
God, I was about to take this before we jumped on this. I was about to take this like even further down the rabbit hole with the whole reality thing.
Yeah, we'll save that for the next one. But thank y'all for engaging.
for the
man.
conspiracy
Listen, I
theories.
appreciate the fact that I can engage with you guys and have a difference of opinion, right? And it'd be cool with that, and because that's what this really is about. That's what this whole platform is for. That's what this forum is about. So yeah,
I mean, that's what our friendship is like. That's one of the foundations of our friendships is that we've all come from.
yeah, for sure. We've had our spats, but we've always respected each other. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
Always respected each
and when I
other's
think about my past,
opinion.
I come from a Mexican, Indian, Arabic family.
African. 6%.
Hey man, it's a strong
Don't try to
strong
overshadow
6.
Strong
23
six.
of me told me.
Scro-tie.
That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, no.
Gross.
It was it was 23andMe.
Ancestry.
Is
Oh,
it
what's
23
It
of me?
was 23andMe.
That does the background
Yep.
thing?
Yeah.
Like
I have it
the
on my phone.
origin
I have it on my
story?
phone in case I slip up and say the wrong word, and I go, "Hey, bro, easy, G."
We need to create some kind of company like that and call it your origin story.
Heck yeah.
That's how you get your origin story.
It's real.
I want to. Hey, bro, take it easy. Easy.
Oh, what's that?
That's that card.
Which one? 6%.
The black one.
Oh, you got it?
Hey, Ben had it, bro.
Hey, they gave me a tan one. They gave me a tan one.
It was khaki color.
I said it works for some. It works for some things, but not all.
I got a beige card.
Like I can say
Got my
the
beige card.
N word if I'm rapping, but not if I'm talking.
That's mine.
Totally, Pat. That's hey. You got a whole form.
mine.
You don't
Dang.
even have a card.
They gave me a 4.
A white card is like a tax audit. Here you go. Take a look there.
You get a 1099 with that card, bro. Jeez. Hey, you got to fill out a membership.
I'm
form.
tired of this.
thick.
going
Don't
going to the metaverse.
Hey, we'll meet you there. Oh, look at you, Oculus.
I didn't know you had one of those girls.
Oh,
I too have
man.
one.
We got to.
We
gotta
do.
meet
We
up.
need to have some Oculus adventures and record them. Is that can you do that?
Yeah. No. Maybe. I don't know.
So those of you who are part of the Oculi,
Do you have a back
There's
headset?
my green. There's my green card. You guys suck.
Dude, that's so
Yeah, I
dope.
said it late. Hold on.
$20. $20 on Amazon.
Do you not have
man.
one, Joe?
have two.
Joel, I'm gonna give you. I'm giving you
you have
mine, Joel.
two?
I got to give Joel mine.
Where'd you get that back headset thing?
Amazon,
Dude,
man.
dude, G.
$20, bro.
Really?
Who doesn't?
Big
Where's
head
the
dudes,
mic?
so you can crank it.
Here it is. Who doesn't have one, baby?
What would happen?
Is this what
What would happen if we did a podcast like talking to each other through these?
I think it would be
Look at
odd.
us rad dads, man. We all got Oculi.
We're so young. We're so young.
This has got to be the thumbnail of this episode.
This has got to be the dumbest thing we've ever done. I can't see nothing. Just staring in the dark. Just looking like a goof.
It's just
This is
dark.
dumb.
Even in
I'm sure it looks cool on the podcast.
Yeah, hey Pat, wear them like goggles like you used to. Top of your dome.
Oh.
Yo, looking fresh.
Hey, what was my man's name from what was that movie? Can't Hardly Wait.
Jamie Kennedy.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Special K.
Jamie Kennedy played the gimmick,
Special
right?
K.
Special K. Was it Jamie Kennedy?
No, it was
Seth Green.
Seth Green.
Seth Green, you're right.
I said, no, baby,
Can't
please.
stop the fire.
Yeah, it's funny.
You're far too fond to be so sad.
Yeah, I like the metaverse. I think it's fun.
It's a lot of.
I need to like. The problem is when
meet up at the comedy
when I got side of these, like we lived at the old house and had terrible internet, so it was terrible to try to do stuff. But we've played like Beat Saber and Creed once here, and it was insane. So we need to plan on doing a metaverse.
Hey, right
meet
now,
up.
the best game is Moss 2.
Moss 2, beautiful.
Moss 2 is a great, gorgeous game.
Moss
What is
1
it?
is great.
What do you do?
It's hard to explain.
Moss 1 is great.
So you sit
You gotta
down.
play it. It's one of those you got to play.
You sit down, and so check it out. Like the level is completely immersive. So if there's like a log with a hole in it, you can lean over and see through the log. You could stand up and look on the other side of the map. You're all in it. You could, when you look around,
You can move things.
yeah, you can. You have to help him. You help solve puzzles. You control the mouse. And he's like a knight. He sword fights. But it's such a cool, beautiful, probably the best designed game I've ever played on. Like
Do y'all sit?
yeah,
and
you
play?
sit down, but you can stand. You can
for
stand
that
up
game,
and
yeah.
look around.
No.
Oh,
It's made like that. It's supposed to be.
that's so dude. Yeah, I
One-
got to get in on that.
I've got a fun game. Robo Recall is a super fun game right now too. So it's a shooter. A lot of fun, a lot of action. Like you
Are
literally
these paid or free?
Robo
They're
Recall.
paid.
I got it when it was free, but it's like $9. It's like $10.
Oh,
it's not too cheap. Yeah.
Listen, as long as they're not like 20 or 30 like
So,
Creed was.
since we're doing all this talking, Oculus, pick us up.
Yes.
Yeah,
We need to,
right.
dude, seriously. You know what would be cool is if we did
Get a
like
sponsorship.
if we did like an Oculus meetup. So people that listen to the podcast
meet
could
up.
come to like a
That'd be
room
fun.
We have to figure
and we
that
could
out.
do like
We gotta figure that
a
out.
live podcast.
Because they have a comedy bar. That's really
Yeah,
fun.
y'all told me about
That's
that.
fun.
It's like
It's
a fire
it's
pit
fun.
outside. It's a lot of fun. You can do 3 minutes.
And people just stand up and
You can
talk.
do stand up. You
comedy?
get 3
You can
minutes.
sign
You
up.
get like-
You can sign up. You get
Yeah,
3
like
minutes.
3 minutes
You
up
go,
there.
Go out the side of the stage. Yeah.
Can people just build these things?
Yes.
And invite people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. We need to set up like a Oculus.
It's really cool.
podcast,
Hey,
like
we'll set
live
up
podcast.
a Oculus meet and greet. Come meet us.
Well, I'm gonna start looking into
Meet us.
that. That'd be
Hey.
so dope.
Let's meet in the metaverse. Let's do it. No, I'm down for that.
Meet
Down
in the
for that.
metaverse.
Down for that. Well, I think we're about at that time.
We are at that time.
where we're going to have to wrap it up. So, again, always thanks everybody for joining us. We really appreciate you being a part of this. I got to say, last episode, heat, funny.
Yes. Except for my podcast or my mic not being on.
And we're still dealing with some stuff. So please forgive us. Grant us a little grace, but it didn't take away from the funny. So super funny episode. Make sure you check that out. It'll be out tomorrow, even though we're coming out next week. So technically it'll be Thursday of this week or whenever you see it.
So it's not tomorrow. Check it out next week. Last week. Check it out last
tomorrow.
week. Check it out.
It'll be
last
tomorrow.
Check out last week's
for us. Check it out last tomorrow. Check that out. I keep forgetting we're in the future. So we're actually, we're talking to you from the future. No, but seriously, just continue to check us out no matter when. Just make sure you check us out. If you haven't seen our old episodes, go back, check us out, our old episodes, see where they are, see where we're going. There are going to be some changes coming up here in the near future, but we're not going to put them out until it's time to put them out. Just know that they're coming, but they're good stuff. And we're excited to have you a part of us.
Can I say I had a good time? I think we had some good discussions, and I think it was good conversation and some funny moments and jukes. But I think overall, we've had some good stuff. We've been consistent with it. Check out our TikToks. You can check out mine. I think it's at POU Joel. But check it out. We got some good stuff coming. We should have some coming up for a couple of things we got going on. And but I really enjoy it, guys. I think it's been fun. We've had some really funny moments.
And please, and some real moments. Like I said, guys, we're raw and unedited. Family comes in, our children walk in, and our wives walk in. It's our life. And so, there's going to be some moments where you're going to be like, come on. But hey, roll with us because we're doing life and we want to do life with you. And so we hope you guys continue to join us. We're trying to grow and get bigger and better, and we can't do it without you guys. So appreciate it. So Joel started to give his shameless plugs. Pat, go ahead and with your shameless plug. I'll finish it up and then we'll get up out of here.
Just as always, CHWSDY.com, CHWSDY.com, at Tuesday on all social media and YouTube.com/Tuesday. And like Nick said a second ago, do I still have the country accent?
You do, but no, it's not. I said, I'm sorry. I was listening and I was.
Why are you? I was on a roll, Joel, and you
sent my wife this.
Oh. All right, that was worth it. It. I'm okay with it. But yeah, so excited to work with the crew, the dudes, to come up with the next step in this podcast game that we're about to make.
For sure.
But like Nick said, we are going to announce that when it's time, and we have everything lined up. But yeah, super fun. It's weird because we've always had such an issue with keeping consistent with our podcast, and now that we're keeping consistent with it, it feels so good.
Oh yeah,
like it's something to look forward to every week when we sit down and chat. And usually I'm just a laugh track, but I'm glad I could throw a little bit of my Slowpoke Rodriguez accent at you today.
No, dude, last podcast, bro, you had to.
I think you did good, man. I appreciate
you guys. Hey,
I appreciate your role
when you hit him. When you hit him, the home runs, Pat.
Okay. As long as when I swing hard, I take it.
Everybody has their role, and you do really. You talk, you say funny stuff, and you laugh a lot, and it's good. And I just want to read you what my wife sent me. This is what led to the picture, just so you get some context.
Okay.
Babe, I think I ducked up. My eye is definitely swelling. I said, "Arg, matey," and I sent her that. And I sent her this.
For those of you listening and not watching, go to YouTube and watch it. But also, it's a picture of a lady with a eye patch.
Earlier in the podcast, if you missed it, my wife, she was trying to put on fake eyelashes and came out, and she's like, "I ducked up." That's what her text said, but it changed it for, thank goodness, PG. But yeah, she's like, "It's definitely swelling." Oh, dude, so funny though. Oh,
we love Pam. We love Pam.
Yeah, we
do.
She
makes me laugh so much, dude.
She's the best. And she makes some bomb soup too, by the way. The soup is bomb.
She's very good at doing nails, like really good at it, like super good. So I think she thought I could do
not so
she's like, I could do nails. I'm gonna do some eyelashes. I was like, babe, you're not Korean. And she didn't realize that. And she went up in there, and now
that's one in the chat for racism, sir.
Now she's paying the old price. She's paying the piper.
Crept up and found out.
You know,
that's right. Oh man, the pirate piper.
You need to be like, this is how you learn. This is how you learn.
Hey,
Everybody went through
gotta
this.
go through it. Yeah.
Hey, when I see Pam, I'm gonna say scurvy.
Yeah. She's gonna be so mad when she sees that.
I'm not gonna do that.
No, when she said
Under the sea. All right, we're gonna get out of here because we're gonna keep on laughing, but y'all make sure y'all keep laughing with us. Join us next time on the Tuesday podcast because it's your favorite day of the week, and we're out. Peace out. Peace. We're going.